Hi everyone, it's Giraffe here. In today's video, we will be going over sewing and troubleshooting our Tunoco lizard plush, and then we will also be detailing how to finish off the body, make sure that our tail is not overly firm because we wanted to kind of have that whip aspect, and then also how to finish off the feet because you'll see an interesting technique that I've picked up over the years on how to finish off the foot pattern. Instead of having to do it while I'm making the whole pattern, I actually do it at the very end just to make sure that I get the right size for the bottom of the foot. So hope you sit back, enjoy, and let me know if you have any questions.
Hi everyone, so Giraffe here from the future. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I accidentally deleted the video I had of me sewing up the Tunoco plush itself. So everything kind of went normal. When I do finally sew the pattern, this will be part of the instructions. The only thing that caused me any concern was that the body was not the body gusset, so the yellow part on his stomach was not long enough, so I do need to make that a little bit longer. And his tail pieces were not quite as long as I felt. So, but other than that, it was a pretty easygoing project. So now what we are doing is I am going through and I am stuffing well, actually, I'll let myself describe it. Okay, see you at the end of the video.
Alrighty everyone, so we have gone through and we have finished sewing up the body for our Tunoco lizard. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and finish up the feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of paper, if I can find one. Actually, let's go ahead and stuff it real quick. We want to make sure that we stuff at least one of the legs to make sure that it is A, going to look correct, and then B, how wide the foot's going to be when it's fully stuffed. So BRB. Alrighty then, so we got this little guy stuffed up. I think he looks perfect. Let me see if I can get a good picture of him. Not, I'll definitely be putting it on, taking a picture and sending it. So now we do have the bottom of the feet undone. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of paper. I'm going to just find like a nice scrap paper here. And we're going to somehow, because he's not going to want to stand up on his own. So I feel like this one has more stuffing. And we're going to take a marker and trace around it, because this is how big we want the feet to be. Of course. Okay. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to fold this paper in half. So I traced around it. I'm going to fold it in half, and then because I want it to be relatively symmetrical, so let's do a little triangle because that'll be the front of the foot. And there we go. Now we have a little foot piece. Let's just see if it still fits along his little foot. I think it'll work perfectly. So, okay, then I am going to cut this out of some fabric. I need to unstuff him so I can sew it in properly, and then I will be right back when I sew up the feet. Okay, so now I have cut out my 2 foot pieces, so we're going to pin them to the bottom of the foot. Let's see here, so the legs go forward like this, so we want the top little triangle to match up here. are sewn on. Let's turn them right side out again. Okay, so now we have the feet sewn in. I'm gonna go ahead and restuff it, and then we'll take some final pictures of the body. Be right back. Alright, so there you have it. Looks like I have made the body for my Tunoco lizard plush. So I'm going to compare it to the image on the screen. I think he looks about spot on right there. Obviously his little legs, he will not be supported on his legs, but I already kind of figured that would be the case, but I think he's going to be cuddly enough. One thing I would say is I might reduce the kind of point right here, so I will be doing that in the background. That's easy enough to do on the pattern itself. Little spines are looking good, the tail's looking good. The only other difference I might make is I might make the back of the neck not this sharp point, but make it more of a rounded piece, so then that way it's a little easier just to attach to the head. And yeah, I think this is a good start to our Tunoco lizard. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Well, actually, you just have to like it. And then if you want to see more videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, the next video will be going over how to sew the headpiece. Not necessarily the flower petals yet, but we're definitely going to be working on sewing the head and making sure we get that shape correct, and then how to attach it to the body. So all right then, I will see you guys in the next video. Happy crafting and bye.